Morning Show.
Present morning, it's a nice with logo right there. So Sugar City Morning Show. That is the Sugar City Morning Show. That's our logo there. So when you go on the online services that we're offering, when you go on the YouTube, you will see this logo right here that says Sugar City Morning Show, and you click on it. Click on the one that says live. It has today's date, and you can see us. But once again, good morning and welcome to the show. Robert Checker Usher with you this morning. It's the Sugar City Morning Show for today, Thursday, the 28th day of May 2020. As we're here with you, we say, oh, what a beautiful morning, what a beautiful day. But let's get it more meaningful this morning, more productive, more going forward by getting that special prayer this morning. We'll open with a prayer this morning, and the prayer will be followed by a poem because today is Thursday. Folks, can feel how hot it is, and we can see things too of the name storm have came out already. Arthur and the next one came out already. But we will be talking to the coordinator of NEMO here in Orange Walk this morning about approaching the hurricane season and how do we fight this with this COVID-19. But let's get blessed this morning, and we have Delvi this morning. Good morning, Delvi.
Good morning, Mr. Cheke. Good morning to everyone listening.
Morning to you, morning. With you up, girl?
Yes, alive and breathing, and it's the first sign of a blessing, so thanks God.
Yes, and we're going one day at a time, right?
Yes.
All right, so?
Yes.
All right, let's get blessed this morning then.
All right. Almighty and Heavenly Father, Lord, this morning once again I just thank you for another day. Thank you for blessing us with the breath and the gift of life. Thank you for keeping us throughout the night, for protecting us, for preserving us, O Lord. And this morning, O God, as we come alive, as we wake up, Lord, I just pray, O God, that you guide our path in this day. I pray that you direct us, O Lord, no matter where the roads may lead, to work, to around the house, Lord, to the hospital, to the fire station, police station, Lord. I just pray for your divine guidance, oh God, and I just pray that you continue to look over us, continue to protect us, oh Lord. Thank you for healing us, oh Lord, and I just pray that you remind us that no matter what season we may experience, that we always remember that you are God, and it is by your grace that we are here in and out of season. So I just give you thanks for this day. In the mighty name of Christ Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Amen. So no matter where you're there, no matter where you are, but we're asking for that blessings, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in control, Mr. Shiki.
Yes, girl. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it coming. And that's all we can do, We have to follow the right part,
Yeah. Sometimes it gets challenging, it gets a bit difficult, but as your faith come in, we hold on and,
Yeah, especially when you're going strong, then that at the time when the devil try to attack the persons who are going strong, right? The persons that were done, they out there and don't deal with that. He not to worry about them because he got them covered already, right?
Yep.
So it's a challenge. But you have to believe and have to be strong, right?
Yeah, you have to have faith. It's a challenging walk, but there is a light at the end of the road, and it's only through Christ we get salvation. So this life here as we know it, they're not forever.
Yes, girl, that's true. That's true.
It's not forever.
Before we go into the poem, what would you say to those persons who are trying their best? They are getting in there, but sometimes an obstacle come in and then maybe one of them picnic get trouble or people they bully them and they try hold back, somebody just try change and they try hold back, but all of these temptations just keep on coming and sometimes they reach a point that they just want to go back to what they made there.
My and I would speak from experience because, sometimes with faith do get challenged, depends on whatever situation we go through. But my thing to them would be, you hold on to that faith. Once you've tasted and see that God is good, there will be temptations, there will be struggles, and Again, if we focus on God, if we focus on His promises, even when the temptation comes, it might be difficult, but we are saying, you know what? God got the upper hand. God has the greater plan. And, you hold on to your faith and you keep your eyes on Christ. You keep your eyes on the things of Him. So if you feel that temptation, jump in your Bible, leave it, or reach out, go help somebody, get your mind away from the thing where want to pull you away.
Yeah, so, just don't give up, right?
Just don't give up. You crawl, you creep, you roll something, but we can't give up, not now.
Yeah, that just like if you get trapped at sea and you swim right and you get tired, but you see the pier there right front of you and you just feel like you can't make it, but don't give up. Just put that last effort and put all you got, right?
Yeah. Even if you float onto shore, but hey, you want to reach there.
Yep. Okay.
You want to reach there.
All right. That's a good way of looking at it as well. Okay, so we go to the point for this morning.
Yes, and I'm ready with it.
I know you are always ready.
Well, while I'm here, Mr. Tex.
Yeah, true, yeah.
All right, so this one I have is entitled No Shade of Grey.
No shade of what?
Grey.
Oh, okay, no shade of... Okay.
No shade of grey. The crowd looks to the back... Excuse me. The crowd looks to the back door as his entrance made a creak. No tie, no shoes. His shabby hair shows he has not bathed for a couple of weeks. As he walks into the church house, there are many oohs and ahs. He walked in a bit more and someone shouted, "Look at him with all his many flaws. He's not properly attired. Last month I saw him out on the street. Plenty comments are now crawling out, just as maggots on spoiled meat." Then the preacher stands up to give the message, disregarding every one of their words. For one way or the other, we are all flawed, whether or not we want to concur. Sitting on the second bench to the right is one who is married, yet winks her eyes at the gentleman next door. Dressed in pinks, 5 seats down sits she who has to pick up every tear off the floor. She's beaten too many times to even count, and only the holy sanctuary can make her feel safe. We are all dressed up with a story hidden behind our face. But Jesus hid not his story. He made it open for the world to hear, that our dirty little secrets, by his grace and forgiveness, might just be spared. He finally made it to the front row. As dirty as he was, the man knelt down and prayed. For Jesus came that he might heal the broken. No matter how dressed up or dressed down with the Lord, there's no shade of gray.
So you don't have to bleed up to go to church.
You don't have to bleed up for come to him, because sometimes not everybody find God in at the church house now.
That's true,
Go to church, yeah. Some people on the street side, they might find somebody who talk to them about God and they accept Jesus right on the street side. But going to church, it's a sign of obedience that we gather among, people who believe in what we believe, and that helps to strengthen our faith. Because if I go through a certain situation, you don't know how to go through it unless I tell you, unless I say it for tell you.
Yep.
So, so when we gather as brothers and sisters in the church, then you get to hear, hey, you know what? We believe in the same God. Where you've gone through, maybe you could share with me, or, I know a scripture where you never know about. And that's the importance of going to church.
Right.
So
and
knowing God is anywhere.
Everywhere. Sometimes then I got some of them people out there where others will look at them and they say, "Oh, look at him, look at she, and look dirty. They're crazy, they're drug addicts, then thief and this and that, and they don't do the right thing." But some of them people out there, so they more have a great chance of reaching heaven than a lot of us out here.
Yes.
Yeah, because they might be out there for a purpose. Maybe they don't have no way to go. Maybe their family abandoned them and tell them, "Hey boy, girl, not come back here no more." And they're out there, but they could have that faith right inside them.
Yes. So it is not the outside, It has never been the outsider that God looked for. Because if you look at the people who made around Jesus, we had people who were ignorant, people who were thieves, people who did the worst thing, and those are the people who Jesus used as his 12 disciples. None of them were perfect. We were crooked people.
Yep.
You know, so we are the ones who he has got our heart, the inside.
Yeah.
If we are willing and willing to obey and follow what he has commanded us to do.
Yep. And God welcome you. No care if you're rich, if you're poor, if you're homeless, whatever you are, right?
It doesn't matter. There are some pastors who were murderers and became they had a previous life before them become pastors, and these are the people that God used. So we can't say, oh, because you look pretty, you went to heaven, or because you look stinker. No, we got a right for that. That's not only for the good lad.
Maybe you do not have an answer to this, but how so many people do something bad and they say, you know what? I want to turn to God for make all of this come off. So they go in with a purpose just to make them say, okay, I do something bad, so I'm a giant church, or I go into God for make this come off.
Yeah, well, again, that is between them and the good Lord. But it boils down to whatever relationship. If you start a relationship with a purpose other than wanting something genuine, it is not going to last. So if you go into with the mind that, I want to join church because I do something bad and I just want God to forgive me. How you know when you get forgiven if you feel you are part of that relationship with God?
Yeah.
So, a lot of the times people drop out of church because they go with a mind, oh, I want God to do this to me, or I want God to heal me, and when that not happen, then they ask where God did.
Yeah.
So, you see?
You can't be a pretender, you have to be real, right?
You have to be real. If you stink, if you're dirty, if you had a terrible past, Lord, I come to you how I did this and how I did this, help me to do better. And he will guide you. See, that's what he does.
So, it's up to you.
Yes. We make the first step because he made the step 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
We have to make the step now to accept him and guide us.
A lot of we make the steps, but we make the wrong steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks again, then, Delv, and have yourself a wonderful time. Enjoy your day. Today we understand some rain to come, but we don't know what time you reach, but we understand some rain to come.
And showers of blessing, Mr. Tech, so.
That's right.
Showers of blessings.
All right. Well, thanks again, then.
All right, sure. You have a good one.
Yeah, sure. All right. Folks, as we continue right here, it's already 18 minutes. The time is going so fast today. We will now check in with the Belize Met Service for today's weather forecast, because we need to know what's up with the forecast. But also this morning, we will be more into the forecast because we will be having our friends from NEMO, the coordinator of NEMO right here in Orange Walk. And we will be talking about the commencement of the hurricane season and other relevant information. Sorry. Say good morning. Check here in San Esteban. The TV is not too clear. From Lupe Arjona. Yeah, I know you very good. Have a nice day. Okay, we are checking into that. All right, just try to do all the adjustment. We are checking into that. Our able technician will check into that to make sure we get it on for you, because we want everybody to be part of this conversation with NEMO right here, because we need to get prepared. Just like we spoke with Delvo, we need to get prepared for Judgment Day. And this morning, as the coordinator from NEMO will be here, we need to get prepared for the weather as well, because the 1st of June is the commencement of the hurricane season. So at this time, let's see what the weatherman, the weather guys, the weather lady, the weather personnel have for us today. The general situation for Thursday, May 28th is as follows. Relatively moist and unstable conditions will continue over the area. The 24-hour forecast, cloudless skies with isolated showers or thunderstorms inland this afternoon, then a few more over the south tonight. So, that is saying we should be having some thunderstorms over inland this afternoon. So try get done what you can get done this morning. The winds are blowing east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state choppy to moderate. Let's take a look at the temperatures. In the coast, 31 Celsius, 87 Fahrenheit. Inland, 35 Celsius, 95 Fahrenheit. Yesterday it was 100. We see how hot it was yesterday. Today will be 95, but it don't feel hot already, so we should have a hot day today. And when the rain come down this afternoon, when the rain come down, we feel a lot of heat, but afterwards it get cool, right? And in the hills, 29 Celsius, 83 Fahrenheit. As we look at the temperatures for tonight, in the coast, 27 Celsius, 80 Fahrenheit. Inland, 22 Celsius, 72 Fahrenheit. And in the hills, 21 Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Advise, alerts, and watches for today. Residents, especially in inland areas, are advised to stay hydrated and avoid outdoor activities as much as possible. We know the kids are on holiday. They want to be running around, because one thing what kids like, like running around, they like playing in water, like ride them bicycle. So make we just have them running around less and keep them in a cool place, because this dehydration you could get heat stroke or anything, and they could end up sick. The outlook for Friday morning is for a few showers or isolated thunderstorms to continue mainly over the south, increasing on Friday night. We take a look at the tides. A low tide is occurring at this time as we speak, and followed by a high at 1:28 this afternoon, another low tide at 9:13 tonight, and that's a low and a high tomorrow morning at 3:45. The sun was up 5:17 this morning and will set at 6:22 p.m. And the moon will rise this morning at 10:33 and set at 11:46 tonight. Thanks to Sheena Young and everyone that works there at the Belize Met Service for this special report this morning. It's 22 minutes after 7 o'clock. We'll be taking our first break right here this morning, and we'll be back after these messages right here on Nortevision Channel 10.
John Briseno says government needs to trim the fat. Let's take a minute to look at that fact.
Johnny Briseno receives a salary of $60,000 from the government to be the leader of the opposition and $84,000 for sports and community projects in his constituency. The People's United Party representatives receive about $993,000 annually from government to assist residents of their constituencies.
Since the COVID-19 state of emergency, the Prime Minister of Belize has given all his salary toward the relief efforts. The UDP ministers has given up a month's salary and allowances going forward. Johnny Briseno has not agreed to give up anything. The PUP representatives have not agreed to give up anything.
Leadership is about action, not words.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans. More for Belize. The government of Belize. Moving Belize forward. Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carazal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, home in. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass, 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartaneja and Copperbank, and part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I think that, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. The government of Belize. Moving Belize forward.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. Nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. Diginet Boost, now available countrywide.
Welcome back to the SugarCity Morning Show. It's now exactly 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's a lovely, beautiful Thursday, folks, being the last Thursday in the month of May 2020. As we were telling you since the week started, we were saying that we all know that the hurricane season starts in the month of June, and we made the effort to get Nemo on the show this morning, and today we have the coordinator of Nemo here in Orange Walk, Mr. Laiva. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Cheke. Good morning, TV listeners and radio listeners.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Thanks very much. It's always a pleasure to be here. No?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Good, fine. I hope everybody is keeping safe as usual. And
yeah. This before jumping to the hurricane thing, this COVID-19, Nemo has to do with this as well, or not really?
We our role is to act as coordinators with the Ministry of Health and the other agencies.
Okay.
So we do have a role to play, as in everything. No, COVID-19 is a pandemic.
Right.
And we assisted Ministry of Health in identifying places that people could be quarantined.
Okay.
So that was our role.
All right. So what's your position in Nemo? That title, what that entails? What you do?
Coordinating efforts to mitigate disasters. That means we work along with the different ministries, with different committees, to ensure that we have everything in place to mitigate any disasters.
Okay. Is it a tough job, a tall order?
It is in a way, because people expect Nemo to be sometimes leading in everything, which is not what our role is. Our role and responsibilities would be mainly for like hurricanes, flooding, tsunamis, and earthquakes. But when it comes to other disaster, for example, we had a drought last year, and people were saying, well, NEMO is not doing anything, But NEMO was coordinating with the agriculture department and seeing how we come up with ideas and plans to mitigate such things.
Yeah, it's just that the agriculture department are up
Right,
front,
up
right?
front, right.
Yeah, I know the ministry in NEMO, they deal with fires and so, but NEMO, your area is not much in that. Or?
No. Even though I do have a background in firefighting, right? For example, those forest fires that happened along west and south. No?
South, they had some big fires.
Yes. So in that area, the fire service and the forest department were the leading agents there.
All right. Now this morning we have some topics that we'll be discussing, and one of the important one is the opening of the hurricane season.
Yes, so we are coming to the end of May. Hurricane season starts June to November, but as you've seen, a tropical storm was already out there, right in May. So the weather is very unpredictable, Chicky, and we have to be prepared far ahead of time for the hurricane season. So meaning we have to plan, we have to ensure that the agencies are aware of what is going on, the people are aware of what is going on, because climatic changes are occurring. Especially if you notice this is COVID-19, for example.
Yes.
Right? Cause the world to come to a standstill then.
Yes, and it's the entire world.
Yes,
it's not only us.
Right. So things are changing. So that's what we have to look at the same time.
How does the scope goes? Like you mentioned earlier that we had an early start, but not in our area. We saw in Florida they had Arthur and the next hurricane. How does the scope go when it goes to the namings of the hurricane? It go by month, or what's the cycle is like?
Okay, normally when a hurricane is named, people at the hurricane center are normally who provide the names. Once a hurricane has become a major storm, that name is no longer used again. So they have to go through, and it's taken alphabetical order. That is how they come up with the names. That has nothing to do with months or seasons.
Okay.
They're just names that people come up with.
So you can go through a guide. The opening of the hurricane season. Before we go to the names, what are some of the measures we need to take right now, since we are close to June the 1st, but we know that storms started already? What we need to do now? Okay,
be prepared for flooding. That's one, because that is a major threat, that especially here in the north, Orange Walk, we have threats due to the rains that fall sometimes. Family planning, that's key. What is your family plan? Who is responsible for what? Who, what, when, and how do you implement that plan? Okay. That is very important. Every household should have a family plan for this hurricane season. So if anything happen, I know what I supposed to do, the other person know what to do, instead of more than one person is try to handle one situation. Right. Can it go further and say, okay, I have my brother, I have my sister, I have my kids, my grandkids, and all of us live at different houses. Is it recommendable for us to make a family plan in our home and among our family circle as well? It is important. We can even have a neighborhood plan. Okay. Right? Because we know that sometimes some neighbors don't have structured houses that can withstand a hurricane, but if there are maybe 2 or 3 families that have, maybe they can come together and say, okay, this is what the neighborhood plan will be like. In case you cannot get to a shelter, then my house will be available, and this is what how we're gonna work it out. Right. So that's good to look at the family plan. Some of the basic things that we need and we should have home. Okay. I say maybe the hurricane season starts in June, but we say storms hit already. We say, no hay lluvia, nada está pasando porque tenemos calor. So people might start to get prepared one time. But what are some of the basic things that we need to have in our homes to get ourselves prepared? Okay, flashlights, batteries for the flashlight, a radio, which is very important,
You need to have a radio. If example, a battery operated radio will work.
would
true?
work. That would be the best, because if electricity goes, then the backup is the batteries.
Okay.
Right? Perishable foods, very important. Right? Because you don't want to have food that can spoil easily, because you don't know how long these things will last.
Yes, yes.
Right? Your documents, very important to put your documents, let's say in a Ziploc bag, and put it at a place where you know it won't get lost.
Okay. So doing all that now, it's good for you to tell your neighbors and your families, your extended family, okay, I have this here in my house. Somebody you can trust, right?
Yeah.
Such in case something happened to you, you know what? My brother may tell me, may have this thing in our leeches, or you may have it on our place, and you can go and retrieve it, right?
Yes.
That's planning.
That's planning.
How when it comes to when it comes to, we're talking about electricity might go off, and have people like, we have neighbors that help neighbors, and they're gonna leave wire run from one house to the house.
That is not recommended, Chicky. It's very dangerous, because if you're running wire, especially if you're not in the first place, sharing electricity is illegal. That is illegal. That aspect, we leave that to the Belize Electricity Limited, right? They should be looking at that. But we recommend don't do that, because when water hits something, you know that when there's breeze, the wires tend to blow,
Yes.
right? And can get peeled. Then you have a short circuit,
Yeah.
which is very dangerous.
Hanging trees around your house.
We recommend, like especially right now, that we're going to the hurricane season, that you trim your trees, right? Because they can become missiles, right? And can be very dangerous. Also, pick up anything at home that is lying loose, put it somewhere where you know that it won't be, can be cast as a projectile.
Okay. About those things you're talking that we need to have for, does the persons that live closer to the river banks, do they need to have extra precaution or special other things?
Well, those living by the riverside, for example, the communities that are also close to rivers, it's very important at this moment to pay keen attention to either the radio stations when they pass the announcements on the weather, or the TV, because flooding can happen any minute. Because sometimes we might not be having rain here, but we know that all our rivers run from maybe mountains down.
Yeah.
So the flood might come. So
the water will find somewhere to settle.
Right. And so we ask that they have a plan of evacuation. Where will I go if they announce that we might have a flash flood?
Or if I decide to stay home, how can I get out of this?
Right.
I remember the last time you mentioned about a rope.
Yeah, that is very important to have as part of your family kit.
How can a rope help?
A rope can help because you can tie yourself to a sturdy structure, and then you can actually walk out. And even if the water comes and sweeps away, then you know that you can pull yourself and reach to a higher ground.
Yeah. How about when we have kids living in those areas? Because you know, Mr. Leiva, and many of us know that when there is advisors and they are calling to tell people to get out, people reluctant because they don't want to go to the shelters. And when they are calling you all middle of the hurricane, it's impossible for you all to reach those areas, although you don't want to reach there. But you have your own family as well, and you have to take care of yourself. And people might stay there and say, I'm not going there with my picnic there because me no want my picnic, they punish me, no want nobody to see me in our shelter. And one time this big storm come down now, you got 3-4 kids, what you do?
Okay, under the law we cannot force adults to move. But if there is a danger for children, the law stipulates that children can be moved under the law.
Even if the parents don't want to come?
Even if the parents don't want to come.
Okay.
Well, that is stipulated under the law.
Yeah, because you have to save yourself.
Right.
And if you have 2-3 kids, you might have the rope like what to say, but how much of them you could save?
Right.
You know?
So taking the precaution ahead of time is best.
Yeah.
Moving out, that's the best.
And what you're saying, it doesn't seem hard to do, man.
I know nothing seems hard, but when you put into practice something that you're not used to, that is when it comes to be difficult.
And it goes back to what you say, preparation. If you don't have the preparation, then it becomes difficult because it is storm cold. You remember the last time when we had a storm, some people at Ladyville, they call and they said they put tap on the fridge and the water is coming up. But they were warned to get out, right? And they were reluctant. Why are sometimes people are reluctant to leave their homes?
I guess it's because of their valuables or their possessions. No, they don't want to leave it behind. But you have to remember, valuables can be replaced. Your items, your housing items can be replaced. Your life cannot be replaced. The life of your loved ones cannot be replaced.
What's the name of the storms for this year?
Okay, this year we have 21 named storms. We know that Arthur and Bertha.
Yeah.
Right?
21 is a usual number. Sometimes they have more.
Sometimes they have more, would have more, but not normally. It's about 20, 21.
Okay.
So we have Arthur, Bertha, Cristobal, Dolly, Edward, Faye, Gonzalo, Hannah, Isaias, Josephine, Kyle, Laura, Marco, Nana, Omar, Paulette, Renee, Sally, Teddy, Vicky, and Wilfred.
We cannot say that one is more dangerous than the other.
No, we cannot.
We cannot.
They're very unpredictable, Jackie.
Yeah, I understand way back, I think it was 10th of September one time, and we never have much communications like we have now, and people are celebrating, and suddenly this hurricane just came.
Right.
So we need to, like you say, listen to the advisories.
Especially now.
A lot of people into technology right now. Is there a way that we can communicate and get updates through NEMO when it comes to technology?
Yes, we have a Facebook page. Whenever we get advisories from NEMO headquarters, because that is where the official place we get the advisories, no?
Right.
We would post them up at Facebook. We would have them shared at the radio station. That is why we have a communication and warning committee. They will get that information and try to disseminate it to all the radio stations so that we are speaking one language.
Okay.
Right?
Now when it comes to storm hitting, Mr. Leiva, some people they might decide on the last minute to go to the shelter. Maybe it's not out of your league yet that you could still go and get them. What they do at that time to get communication and say, okay, I did a San Esteban. I think this thing never might hit, but I see like a hit now. I want to come out, but I live in a little bush to the area, and I don't know how far to come out.
Okay. That is where we have an evacuation committee. And we link up with the transportation department. Our phone number is 302-3228. So you can call that number. You can also call me at my cell number, because we will be coordinating with the different agencies.
Okay, what's that number? That's that cell number?
302-3228.
And the cell
That's
number?
the office. The cell number is 614-7177.
And people should not be afraid to call, right?
No, even now, they want some advice, they can call me. I'm always willing to answer any questions once it pertains to NEMO, to disasters. I am always available. They can even go to the office. The office is located right in the middle of Complex and Technical High School.
Yeah. Before we go on our first break, we are live on Universal Radio and Norte Vision Channel 10. You can call us at 302-2170. 302-2170. We'll go on a break. When we come back, we will talk about those drains that are around. We cannot expect the ministries and the town council to do everything, because we have drains front of our yard, and we are talking about that when we come back. Folks, we'll be taking a break. It's exactly 60 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and we'll be right back right here on Norte Vision Channel 10.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites. because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies, transforming Belize one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Someone home? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. What you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the environment.
Sure, all of that? Well, know that to put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
City Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 9 minutes now, 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Mr. Leiva, before we went on the break, we are speaking to Mr. Leiva this morning, coordinator of NEMO here in the Orange Walk district, not only Orange Walk Town, in the entire district. We're talking about, you mentioned earlier about the flooding and so, but it occurs a lot and it affects a lot when drains are clogged up.
I think it is the community's responsibility to clean in front of their drains. I know we have a town council, we have the village council, but they also need help. I mean, human resource is very important. We are part of the human resource, and if we can chip in part of our efforts, it will go a long way.
And that could affect you, right?
Yes, it affects you.
When you don't keep your place clean,
Right.
and when the water ready, if you go, the water will find a way, and
Right.
maybe the way you find it in your yard.
Right.
You know. Now, we are in a very, very, very tight situation right now because we are here in this COVID-19. Usually, shelters are named in different districts. How do we go around this with shelters and other issues? Since the hurricane season is here and we are challenged with this COVID-19.
Okay, we know that right now the key word is social distancing, Chiki. So the shelters have been identified, they have been looked at by the committees, and we have identified certain shelters, but definitely I think we'll need more, which we are looking at right now. Before we used to say, okay, you have a 3 by 6 feet distance for where you can stay, but now we have to look at a 6 by 6.
That's per family.
Per family.
Or per person.
Per person.
So that means you will need more space.
More space.
Do we have?
We will have to rely on private individuals to assist us, and maybe you have a house as well that maybe only you and your husband, for example, just get married, you have a nice structure.
Okay.
And then you say a family of maybe 3, right? And you trust them, invite them into your house, just for that time the hurricane is on.
Okay, because we had a list of structures over the country, but now, as you're saying, I wasn't looking at the social distancing, but that has to be implemented, right?
It has to. Well, we all have to look at what is going to happen from now until all along this month. What is happening with COVID-19, no?
Yeah, COVID-19. So, but right now, persons should start getting alert. You could buy one battery every week. You could buy only 2 batteries,
Yes.
right? The batteries do not get expired once you don't use them, right?
No.
You start to see them. You say good for them a flashlight too.
Yes, good to get a flashlight. If you get a headlight would be better.
Headlight.
Yeah.
They're the ones like when I use for hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I said I have them in the shops to sell. Do you recommend candles?
No, especially if you have children around, right? Because they can knock them over.
And you yourself, might realize when you fall asleep,
Right.
And that candle could drop.
Could drop.
How about the hurricane lamps?
The hurricane, yes, they're still out. I think Landis have them, other places have them.
Would what the hurricane lamp then work?
Kerosene.
Oh, kerosene.
Yeah, kerosene.
Okay, and kerosene is not so flammable, right?
No, and then the lantern has a shade on it.
Yeah. Okay. So these are basic things that we need to get to be prepared, right?
Right.
And that's not something I say, oh, well, I have to go spend $1,000 to get all of this thing, and then when you look, I can't eat.
Right.
Car flashlight no expensive, right?
They have some very reasonable price flashlights. And then the flashlight won't be a one-time use. No, when there's blackout also you can use it. So it's a multiple use.
Yeah, right. And you say like the headlight better because that could flash fire if you have to, like if you have to get that rope and come out of your house, you could flash and you could, anywhere you turn that is like your eyes, right? You're seeing a little bit further. Yeah, and so the hurricane season will be on starting the 1st of June. Officially. We might look and say, June, July, August, and nothing happen. Are we still in hurricane season?
We are. and it's good if there's nothing hitting us at that time. You kind of exercise your plan, no, and see how it is working, how you adjust it, no, because we know that normally the peak of the hurricane season is September, October.
Yeah. I have a text here saying it's in Spanish, but I'll try to see if I can translate it, reading it. This person is saying that they are living in a village, and if they want to come out, can they bring se pueden traer toda su familia que vive en la casa?
Yes, they can. Once we get that information up to how many people are there, what happened in the village is that we also have a village council. They are the first responders. So they contact the chairperson. The chairpersons, if they don't have transportation, they contact us and we try to coordinate transportation for them.
So aquí las gentes que están en las aldeas, ellos hacen contacto con el village council. Ellos pueden hablar con el village council y el village council tiene la comunicación con ustedes para ver si que hay en la aldea no tiene suficientes pies para todos.
Right. Y I'm going to say this in Spanish.
Yeah.
Y en las aldeas, el village council es como niño ahí. Ellos son los que están encargados, ¿no? Ellos también tienen sus comitivas. Les pedimos que tengan su comitiva. Y estamos en contacto con las aldeas también. Constante estamos en contacto con las aldeas. Es más, queremos tener una junta con todos los chairmans de las aldeas.
Hay unas gentes que viven en las aldeas que está cerca del río también, pero a veces ellos no están en comunicación con radios y televisión y otras informaciones.
Ok, nosotros ya hablamos con los chairman y les pedimos que nos den una lista de todas las personas que son vulnerables. Very vulnerable persons.
Eso quiere decir la gente que está cerca del río.
Cerca del río, la gente que no tiene casa que pueda aguantar ni siquiera categoría 1.
Okay.
No, todo eso ya pedimos.
Hay unos elders persons que viven solo en sus casas también y no pueden mover, ¿no?
That is what we've done as well. We look at the handicapped, the older people, the children. All of that is already in our hands. We have that. We will work along with the village councils closely.
So by doing that, you all already know, okay, we know that this village, they have their person who live in our Lee, Pochero way the back. And we know they don't have no communication. They don't have radio, or maybe they have radio, but they don't got no phone. So you all will take the responsibility to go and visit them and see how they, and if the storm they hit, you have a database to say, okay, you know what, that's San Esteban, they have their people, at Santa Cruz, they have their people, so let's go and check on them.
Yeah, that right.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning. I have a question, huh?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Leiva. Every how often do they check the facilities for hurricane shelters, you know? In villages and towns, every how often see if the facilities are adequate for the evacuation of people whenever we have a problem, no? Because normally, as we don't believe, we leave everything for last minute with the run boat and try to open that, close that, fix the window, right? I think shelter's supposed to be, I think at least every quarterly, you should go and check and have a report on how these shelters are being kept. Thank you very much.
Okay, the answer is we checked it every year. As normally it is January, February that we check shelters. No, as soon as the hurricane season finishes, we have to do our reports. Then we get a committee, which is comprised of the health, fire service, Ministry of Works. Normally the engineer from Belopan comes on, along with the coordinators. We go and they check the shelters every year.
And that's all over?
All over. All over.
Shelters here in Orange Walk, do you know of the available shelters right now that they have in Orange Walk?
Yes, the official list will be sent to us, but we do have the list. For example, Louisiana would be one, La Immaculada, San Francisco School, in Santa Cruz they have the community center, San Antonio. And most of them are either schools or community centers. Some churches have granted us permission to use their facilities as well.
I was made to understand that with this COVID-19 right now that I think that they have a little reserve for the multi-purpose complex should in case they need to use it.
Yes, they do.
So you cannot put that as a shelter right now?
Right now we are not using that as a shelter.
Okay.
So we have to look at, well, we have gotten a replacement for that would be Technical High School, the new building. No?
Okay.
So,
now, like what the caller say about checking the shelters, when you check the shelters, does it only take for granted, no man, that shelter over there, all right, and nothing never comes, so we don't have to go check that?
No, we don't do that. The committee, like I said, comprises of the fire personnel, they check the electrical and everything. Health checks the bathroom facilities, water, everything. So if one of those components might be missing, and we also make recommendation to the person in charge of that building, and also to the NEMO headquarters.
We'll have Ministry of Works on board as well?
Yes, as well.
All right, we'll take a break, folks, because we got a little more to discuss. It's 8 o'clock. We need to take our 8 o'clock break, and we'll be right back after these messages right here on Norte Vision Channel 10.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
These sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multi-purpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
John Brisena says government needs to trim the fat. Let's take a minute to look at that fat.
Johnny Briceño receives a salary of $60,000 from the government to be the leader of the opposition and $84,000 for sports and community projects in his constituency. The People's United Party representatives receive about $993,000 annually from government to assist residents of their constituencies.
Since the COVID-19 state of emergency, the Prime Minister of Belize has given all his salary toward the relief efforts. The UDP ministers has given up a month's salary and allowances going forward. Johnny Briceño has not agreed to give up anything. The PUP representatives have not agreed to give up anything.
Leadership is about action, not words.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. I will task Mr. Leva right now to mention some of the precaution measures in Spanish that we need to take because somebody say, por favor, puede explicar qué está pasando en español, por favor. Nada está pasando en español, pero vamos a explicarlo en español. Mr. Leva, we were talking about the hurricane season, the name of the hurricanes, y qué tienen que hacer las personas para preparar.
Porque para preparación para esta temporada de huracán es preferible tener un plan familiar o un plan de comunidad, ¿no? Su comunidad cercana, que les va a ayudar en caso de cualquier emergencia. Por ejemplo, si tienen niños, por ejemplo, están bien ocupados y tienen un plan, ese plan les debe ayudar. Tenemos los nombres de los huracanes ya salidos, sabemos que hay 2 que ya están afuera, uno ya se fue. Y también estamos hablando de las zanjas enfrente de su casa. No esperen que el municipio venga y se los limpie por ustedes. Ustedes pueden hacer su parte. Pónganse y traten de limpiar sus zanjas, que además a ustedes les va a afectar más. Porque la agua quizás, por no poder correr al otro lado, va a correr en sus patios, ¿no? Y ustedes van a tener la desdicha de tener que estar caminando en el agua. Pero si tienen sus zanjas bien preparados, pueden evitar eso. La otra cosa es, para prepararse bien, tengan sus comidas que no son que se echan a perder rápido, baterías, un foco con sus baterías. Si tienen linterna de huracán, es tan preferimos, ¿no?, que usen candelas. porque es bien peligroso, especialmente si se duermen, se caen, los niños lo tumban, pueden causar un incendio. Y también escuchar la radio, la televisión con los avisos. Los avisos vienen de parte de NIMO, que se les va a repartir a todos los medios de comunicación, ¿no? Y nosotros estamos dispuestos para ayudar también. Tienen alguna pregunta, pueden llamarnos, pueden contactarnos, pueden visitar la oficina también, que les vamos a estar dando información sobre el temporada de huracán.
Cuando está llegando un huracán, todas las tiendas ya están cerradas. ¿Qué son las cosas cositas que podemos conseguir para tener en la casa?
Bueno, sabemos que va a llegar un tiempo que las tiendas van a cerrar. Por eso la preparación es bien importante. Comprar, vamos a decir, mercancía como para una semana entera o más, ¿no? Su chorizo, su cebolla, su aceite, su harina, su frijol, su arroz, ¿no? Tenerlo en cantidad que les pueda abastecer para quizás 2 semanas, ¿no? Porque sabemos que 2 semanas ya la economía va a empezar a trabajar. Está como este COVID-19, Chequi. Cuando dijeron que van a cerrar todo, la gente se preparó. No esperó y es la misma idea que debemos tener para el huracán. No esperar hasta que digan, ya está el huracán aquí para poder comprar nuestras cosas.
Aparte de la comida, hay otras cositas que...
Sus sobrecamas, ropa para cambio, ¿no? Poner sus documentos en un puesto donde no se puedan mojar. Sus pasaportes, su tarjeta de identificación, sus tarjetas de banco, su acta de nacimiento. Ponerlos en un puesto que está bien seguro, bien alto, donde el agua no lo pueda tocar.
Cuando viene el huracán, a veces no hay corriente. ¿Qué podemos hacer?
Pues normalmente, si no hay corriente, por eso es que dijimos, hay que conseguir comida que no se eche a perder rápido, porque si no hay corriente no tenemos la refrigeradora.
Right.
Y en la noche normalmente necesitamos la luz de las 6 hasta las 10 de la noche. Cuando ya dio las 10, te vas a dormir, pagas tus luces, no necesitas corriente, pero tienes tu linterna, tu foco para ver a dónde andas en estas horas que necesitas.
So, hay que conseguir una radio que pueda trabajar
con batería. Sí, con batería, porque siempre hay que estar informado.
Ya, porque tal vez van a ir a dormir y no sabe qué está pasando, y cuando ya está levantando en la mañana va a ver la cantidad de agua.
Sí. Y también le pedimos a los aldeanos que estén en comunicación con sus alcaldes, ¿no? Que ellos pueden darles consejos en qué hacer en este tiempo de desastre.
¿Qué está haciendo NIMO para las gentes que vive solas, pero vive lejos de una aldea, la gente que no puede mover, no tiene comunicación y todo eso?
Los vamos a visitar, los vamos a poner en aviso qué es lo que hay que hacer, ¿no?
Y para los shelters, ¿cuántos días antes que NIMO cree que el huracán va a llegar, cuántos días antes la gente debe de entrar en un shelter o llama a ustedes para decir que sabe, no podemos mover?
Cuando se trata de abrir los shelters, los albergues, ¿no? El aviso va a venir de nuestro centro de comunicación en Belmopan para decirnos y es tiempo para abrir el albergue. Quizás sea 2 días antes, ¿no? 2 días antes. Y la evacuación se va a coordinar antes también.
Porque la medianoche, cuando ya está el huracán, NIMO no puede salir a hacer nada, ¿verdad?
Nada. Tenemos que estar conscientes de que estamos hablando de gente también que tiene familia. Y no nos vamos a poner en riesgo a nadie para salir durante que la tormenta esté tocando.
So, hay un punto que todas las comitivas que están abajo de NIMO ya no pueden salir a sacar a nadie de su casa.
Sí, aunque digamos, por ejemplo, yo puedo decir, sabes que vas a ir a sacar a esa persona y el encargado de, por ejemplo, vamos a decir la policía, diga, no, yo no voy a mandar a mi gente ahí, tenemos que respetar esa decisión.
Entonces tenemos que estar serio en esta cosa.
Sí, hay que tomarlo en serio, bien en serio.
¿Cómo tú estás viendo en este hurricane season? ¿Tú estás viendo que va a estar busy?
Según los pronósticos del Hurricane Center, vamos a tener una temporada bien activa. Entonces sí tenemos que estar atentos, escuchar la radio. Vamos a decir que no estés acostumbrado a ir a la radio. Pon tu radio a las 12:30, hoy es el noticiero y el aviso del Met Service.
Y es cuando consiguen esos avisos, es mejor que escuchar el radio, como tú dices, y los advisories de NEMO. Cuando una persona te está diciendo el otro, tal vez lo puedes escuchar, pero mejor que
verificar que sea oficial.
Right.
Porque sabemos que en el Facebook bastante gente pone cosas, ¿no? Y a veces no son ciertos.
Yeah, es verdad. So you expect us to have a busy season?
We're expecting a busy season, but we pray to God that just like last year, nothing happens.
Yeah. Are we partially prepared when it comes to NEMO?
Yes.
So you have so the hurricane season not start yet, but NEMO has committees already forming and meetings.
The committees are never disbanded. The committees are never disbanded. No deshacemos de las comitivas. Siempre estamos en comunicación. Y la gente que está en la comitiva son la gente que ya tiene experiencia en estos casos.
Okay, any other preparation, any other thing that we need to tell our viewers and listeners this morning?
Plan. That's the main thing.
Plan.
Have your family plan. If you don't have a family plan, you don't know how to go about doing a family plan, visit us at the office. We can guide you and tell you what exactly you need to do.
Yeah. So they just need to tell you what area they live.
Yes,
if
right.
they live close to the river, if they live inland, what kind of structure they have, and then you can guide them through, no?
Yeah. Normally, when I was working with the forest department and we were dealing with fires, we normally identified escape routes. No? So if we are in a place that is very vulnerable, then we decide how many escape routes we can have. Maybe this one is covered, but we have another one, alternative.
Oh, good.
So it can be work the same way for a flooding.
Right. And people that have their crops and so, well, there's nothing really that you can do about that. Yeah. Well, Mr. Leiva, it has been a pleasure. Anything else you need to add that we didn't touch on?
When it comes to, and good that you mentioned the crops, there is a committee that deals with damage assessment.
Oh, good.
Right? So don't worry about that. The agriculture department is the leading agent in the damage assessment along with Ministry of Natural Resources. So they are the ones who would know how to assess a damage to your crops.
Okay, so your message this morning, in your closing remarks to our viewers and listeners that we're going into this hurricane season, you can look straight into the camera.
TV listeners, radio listeners, be prepared. Plan for this hurricane season. We have seen that hurricanes are very unpredictable. Let us not be taken off guard. Let us plan ahead and be safe. Even at this time, safety is the number one concern for everyone.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Leiva, and we look forward to have you on more shows right here, so that we can bring over the information.
It's a pleasure, Chike, anytime.
Folks, we will be taking a short break, and Robert Cheke Usher will be back, as we will be back with our final segment right here this morning on the SugarCity Morning Show on Norte Television Channel 10.
Notice the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, The government of Belize, moving Belize forward. Our economy benefits when goods and mobile services get to their destination quickly. When citizens are able to travel without frustration and undue hurdles, everyone benefits as well. The government of Belize is happy to announce the imminent upgrades to the Carazal-Sartaneja Road. 27 miles of road will be upgraded to paved standards and will include the replacement of 2 ferries with new bridges.
Why is it that we're going to invest in Sartaneja? Why is it that we have to take $50 million to invest in an area where we do not have a political directorate? We believe that as a government, we have to provide a service to all Belizeans.
Well, this for the village of Shunosh is a big advantage both ways. Sometimes when we got sickness, we got people sick at the clinic there, women. When we reach at the ferry, can't pass 45 minutes have to wait. So now this road will benefit whole village, Sartaneja and Copperbank. I'm part of Progreso too. Well, it's really important for us.
I know that our village is not so much developed with tourism because it's a remote village. And for that reason, we don't have a lot of tourism over there. But now with this upgrading of the road and the pavement of the road, I believe and I think that it will be much beneficial for us and for everybody.
More for Belizeans, more for Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. Nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's 23 minutes now after 8 o'clock, folks. Today is the Eve. You know, they got Eve, they have Adam and Eve, they have the Eve of Christmas, they have the Christmas Eve, the New Year's Eve. But today is the Eve of Banja birthday, because tomorrow is Banja birthday. So if you want to say Banja today, you want to start to big up from today. Because today is Banja, tomorrow is Banja birthday, and Jerry, both brothers celebrating birthday on the same day, which is the 29th of May. They celebrate their birthday tomorrow. Persons are still sending texts from San Victor. Some persons say, cheque aquí en San Victor siempre entra la contrabando. Aquí hay un hombre llamado, no voy a decir su nombre, que puro de gran cantidad vende y puro medianoche. Like this man sell big stock, but he come in midnight. He come in midnight when the village is sleeping. That is in San Victor. Lord, and just last week, the commissioner and the police and the authorities from here in Orange Walk, the person that is in charge of the regional when it comes to Orange Walk and Corozal, they were there and they spoke to these people and things will look nice, but then they do it. And also they are saying that que está haciendo el commissioner, nada siempre está entrando en contrabando, llama a los policías, but it look like they're not really coming. But we will have to send this to Mr. Juanito and also to Mr. Williams so that he can know what is happening, because things tight, man. Things tight around the area there, so around the areas there, so things they got tight, but things they got tighter because they see one plane right there, so the plane land right in on my phone, folks. The plane land, yes, the plane land, man. Plane is coming down in COVID-19, A plane has apparently landed in the Shonush area of northern Belize. Information is still forthcoming, but what appears to be a jet was found early this morning in a clearing east of Shonush village. Man, a big plane too. It's a big one. We can see some personnel in the area. I would like to advise those persons in those areas. When the year Walina is, when we say fire, we try to go to fire, but when it rain, we run from water, And when fire come, we run to fire. We're asking you persons out there in those areas to be careful. Because these persons, they come full equipped. Oh, that's why I cannot reach a commissioner this morning, because they are in operation. So once again, folks, as we received right here a while ago at Norte Vision, that plane lands illegally. A plane has apparently landed in the Shonush area of northern Belize. Information is still forthcoming, but what appears to be a jet was found early this morning in a cleared east area of the Shonush village. Shonush village is right here when you're going to Progresso past Little Belize, and the next village is Shonush. And when you come from the Orchid Bay area or going to Sartaneja, that village is Shonush. And the planes are landing, the contraband are coming in. What's happening? People need to behave with self, man. We know that we're COVID free right now. We need to take care of ourselves. The contraband trade, well, people don't make their life off of that, and people live off of that. Apart from the contraband is illegal, but right now it is not the time. It is not safe to go there right now, because we know, I think it was 500 plus persons died one day in Mexico. I believe in Chetumal it was close to 40, and that is Quintana Roo, where Chetumal is. So, and Quintana Roo, all this area by the Obregon, the Ingenio, the San Francisco Botes, the next one up here, La Union, all of this part of Quintana Roo as well, So when they say Quintana Roo, they mean all of that, all Chetumal in the Otonpe Blanco area, going up all the way to Bacalar. So things not too nice over that area. So we ask everybody for me to please take care, because right now the country take lick. The country not really open right now the way it's supposed to open, And a lot of people don't start to work yet. Because of this situation. And the oversight committee has met already, and then they are looking at this rapid test that we can get for persons to open the PGIA, But I was saying, what if I come in on a plane and 100 plus person come on a plane as well, including the crew, and I check a lot of people pass through and they are right, but when I reach, if I do my test, I had the symptoms. So what happened to the 70 plus or 100 plus persons who don't pass out? Couldn't it be that was spread from myself to that person, but it not really show up on them, or vice versa? It show me clear, but then maybe one or two of them person we gonna have it, but then show. It's a very risky thing. It's tough, It's hard to determine, because like reports are saying that you might do a test, but it doesn't show on you right away. So they have to continue doing the test. Or they have to put all of their 100 plus person in observation for like 14 days, 21 days. And some of them have vacation at 2 weeks. And they have to go and check them at their hotel. But suppose between the 14 days, they're going to check them in the hotel, but them ain't going to the beach, can swim. And when you look one and they have it. You know, it's a very tight situation, you know. It's something very tough for us to decide as a country if we will open the airport. But we got the economic czars there. We have the Prime Minister, we got a leader of the opposition, we have other persons on the committees. They have different committees because they have the health committees as well. They have the enforcement committees and committees from the government. We have the area representatives as well. Well, that goes when it goes back to the cabinet where you have the ministers now. And then recommendation, the Prime Minister supposed to give them some of the information and proposal that the oversight committee are discussing, and then he takes it back to them and they put in their little part, and it goes back to the oversight committee to make recommendations and decide if they will go that way. And so far, man, thank God that with all the tests that have been done, it seems that we're okay, we're COVID free. And I understand that they not too much tests. I think they have broke it down by 30% or 50%. So the amount of persons that will be tested, it will not be, they're not to get all of that tests again. So make we hope that everything is all right. And also, once again, we welcome our Belizean brothers and sisters inland, the ones that came off the cruise ship. They're at the Radisson. They are doing their testings. But a boat was found yesterday, was apprehended by the Custom Department in the PG area. Let's just hope that these persons go into quarantine as well. Because if they check them, like we know, if they check them and say, all right, you're good right now, they still need to go in quarantine because you don't know what will happen in the days to come. Folks, tomorrow we'll be having Minister Aragon on the show. We'll be having Minister Aragon on the show tomorrow. He was supposed to be here. He was supposed to be here yesterday, but since we were talking about destination Belize, you know, what you can get when it comes to Belize, you know, the booking.com, you can go there, put in your date and figure which hotel you want to go stay. They have hotel, they got resorts, they have destination, they have some tour guides there that have some packages that you can look at. They could probably say they can take you to the zoo or different destination that is open in Belize. So check it out, folks. So check it out because it might just be something that you might not even realize that you can afford. So, okay, buenos días también. Feliz día. Feliz día. Espero que todo está bien. Gracias. So, check it out, folks. Go on the booking, believebooking.com, put in your date, find your destination, and get the best package to suit you and your family. There is packages. They have 1, 2, and 3 different packages where you can choose from. They have the small, the medium, and the large package. So you could choose which one you want. And this is the time for you to be a tourist in your own country. We know things tight with some people, but you know, sometimes something come in. You can't say they win Bolido, can't no Bolido, no they are no lotto. I saw one buy the work on a scratch the other day. I don't really know how that they work, but no Bolido, no lottery, no jackpot, no lotto, no bingo, no casino. So the things are closed for right now. No dance hall, no clubs are open. You know, but when it comes to that, you know, for your entertainment, you know, Youth Connection Band has embarked on a special way of getting the music to you. You know, it's a platform that we have created, and we are doing some, not only performing for persons to, you know, to have fun and see that the band is still alive. Well, that is good, but we are doing a platform, you know, embark on that, and that's what we are doing now, you know. So we are getting very good response, and we'd like to thank the persons who have called and express interest of their little parties that they want to have. If you want to have a party, an anniversary, a wedding, like, you know, Tuesday we did Erin's birthday, and they had fun in Dallas. They called yesterday and say, yeah, thing was good. They have family members that lives in California. Some lives in Arkansas. Some lives in Florida. Erin is in Dallas. So all those people sent in their greetings, and we did it with our able technician for him to get all those greetings. And folks, so you can do it as well. It's not only for international. If you want a party right here in Belize, but remember the gathering is 10. So your mom could watch it at your house, your brother could watch it at your house, your friends could watch it at their house, and they could party, they could take one little picture and send it to you personally and say, hey, we're there at the party. So that's what Youth Connection Band has set that platform, and try to see how we can continue bringing the great music to you. We'd like to thank you who tuned into the Sugar City Morning Show today. Tomorrow we'll be having Minister Aragon right here on the show to tell us about the developments in his ministry, what is happening, and see if he will bring some news from the cabinet so we can know where we're at when it comes to opening more of Belize. Restaurants right now, you have to go and sit at the patio outside and eat. It's for your protection and for protection of others as well. So we like to wish you all the best. And they say, let's see here, the tourism industry, I feel like trying to use us to survive. They always cater to tourists, but now the tables turn and they need us to squeeze out the little we have for them to survive. They need to keep us unkind at all times. Yeah, I always say that it's good if this will continue, right? If this will continue, that we have packages for Belizeans as well, and not only in these times, we could have these deals where we could stay at a big time place, because the place always have a leave vacancy. So you could always have, because like when you go, there's some other countries, they want to know if you are a local or you are a visitor, you're a tourist, and there is prices for locals as well. So it will be good if it could continue. It will be good if it can continue. So if something like this happen again, or other things happen, then we don't have to do all this campaign, because we don't have our Belizeans already going to these resorts and staying, and their family can enjoy. We had a booking for a big party here in Belize for the 18th of July, but for a birthday party for one of our friends there in Chicago, but apparently they cannot make it. And we had some hotels booked at the Biltmore and the Radisson. But let's hope that things will get better, and let's hope that these hotels will continue with these great packages for Belizeans. Once again, folks, the show repeats at 8 o'clock tonight, right here on North Television Channel 10. And also we got repeat of Channel 7 News, 12 o'clock today, and 6 o'clock today. Thanks, Raheem. Thanks for everyone who viewed the show this morning. Thanks to Mr. Leiva from Nemo who was here. Thanks to everyone who tuned in to Universal Radio 88.5 FM as well. Robert Cheque Usher. Remember, rain's supposed to come sometime today. That's the report that we got from the Belize Met Service. So when you get ready for the need to go buy and go to a bank and different places, get it, and then just relax off later and enjoy the rain. When I say inland, that no means if you know rain or rain, you could rain back at Blue Creek and then place there, And if it rain the rain at Blue Creek, then it's still inland. But let's wait and see what will happen. Have yourself a wonderful day. Robert Cheque Usher says until we meet again tomorrow right here on North Television Channel 10.